What's up, YouTube? Back in the garage, and I know I made a little short video on this, but I haven't really talked about it too much. So we're gonna go ahead and check this thing out. Yes, we have another orange ProXR 800. Well, it was an 800. Honestly, I got this a couple weeks ago. I haven't even opened the hood on this thing. I don't remember what it looks like on the inside. I know there's no motor. It's missing some stuff. And the sled in general is in rough shape. This is going to be a big project I plan on taking all summer long and working on this thing periodically as I have time. Try to get it ready for next winter. It's not going to be all 100% factory, like brand new. So it just is what it is. I'm kind of going to build this thing with what I have and what I can get my hands on. One big thing I will be missing is decals. A lot of people know, I'm not going to say any names, but there was a company that was reproducing decals for the sled, and I meant to buy some. I did not buy them, and now they're no longer selling them. So I missed my shot at getting decals for this thing. If anybody out there happened to buy an extra set of decals for an orange ProXR 800, I know they're not originals. I know they don't have the gel raised decals, but I need a set for this thing. Tunnel, or not, well, I guess, yeah, I need tunnel too, but that didn't come with the kit. The tub and hood. If anybody has a set, please let me know. I'd be very interested. So it's not perfect. Got some little bumps, bruises. I don't know what the hell happened here. So long story short, this sled came from the bush. I believe they had a big, tall windshield. Just kind of whatever they could get put on here. So that's pretty ugly. Like I was showing, it has a crack there. It does not have the original springs. It has a set of dual rates on the front, which is okay. But I do have a set of factory springs for this thing. Trailing arms, yeah, they're pretty rough. So like, if I were to pull this back, see how rusty that is? And I can actually, might actually be able to poke a hole in this. Even not by hand. Let's grab a screwdriver. Or this wrench will work. Like, this metal is so thin, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Junk. Absolutely junk. So trailing arms have to be replaced. I do happen to have trailing arm decals. Woo! So that's great. The tunnel's not too bad. It's actually pretty freaking straight, with the exception of this gnarly oops. I'm either going to try to flatten this out and then TIG weld it, or I'm going to replace this whole section of tunnel, just the rear section. We're gonna get rid of this home built toe mount. I do have an original seat cover for this thing. Not sure what's going on here, but oh fuck, I zip tied that on. Anyways, there that is. This isn't even the original fuel tank. So I see they covered up the vent hole here. However, the vent hole is supposed to be right there. So I know for a fact this is not an original fuel tank. Running boards are pretty nice. It's dirty, but they are pretty nice. It'll clean up there. Handlebars, they had them laid back, presumably because it's quite the reach for some people from the seat to the handlebars, especially if you have them upright like they're supposed to be. Boy, like luckily, oof, that might come back with some fresh fluid. No guarantees though. All right, let's go ahead, see about popping the hood. So I'm pretty excited. Not only because I have a second ProXR again, but because I'm not building this one for me. This is actually going to be for Amber. Because long story short, I'm not going to say she can't, but I prefer that she doesn't ride my other one just because it is so nice, so clean, so original. And I don't want to get wrecked or beat up. Okay. Look how rusty the chain is. Impressive. We have some hoses. There's some four-wheelers outside. Anyways, I actually like this. What is this? It's inline fuel filter. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that setup. Downside, it's where the oil injection bottle should be. Crap, right? So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for oil injection. Luckily, it does have an air box. Bonus. Super happy about that. Secondary clutch is there. Cool, cool, cool. I don't see a perk button on the handlebars here. Maybe. No, so I would almost bet money. So here's something a lot of people don't know. This is a 2004. Everyone says all 2004s came from the factory with reverse. Not true. Most of these Pro XRs, at least ones I've seen, did not have reverse from the factory. However, they were ready for it from the factory. Super weird. All you had to do was get a button and plumb it into the wiring harness, which the plug was over here. So that goes to the motor. Here those are. Oh, there it is right there. That little white plug right here, this is your reverse. So the chassis itself was ready. All you needed was a button and a helix and you have reverse. I don't know why they didn't do it from the factory, but they didn't. Big hole cut in the tub. That's because this had a radiator. Help keep it cool out there in the lower snow conditions that they would ride in, presumably. Some of the foam's removed, not a big deal. All in all, the bulkhead, despite being super dirty, looks straight. Tunnel, despite the little hole back there, pretty freaking nice. Let's see, does this have a stud track? I'm going to say yes, because it has a hole there. Yes, yes it does. I don't think that's the original. The original was a 14 wide track. This looks like 15 wide based off the mount I have here. Still has the Walker Evans shocks. I doubt they're any good, but they're there. But good thing is I have a 700. I can shoehorn in this thing. I have pretty much everything to fix this. Maybe not 100% correct, but I mean, I'm talking, I got windshields. I think I have a perk button somewhere. I have a seat cover. I have the springs. I should have at least one gray tub that I can replace this one with. Worst case scenario, if it's absolutely impossible to get decals, I'll put a skid plate on. That will cover the hole. Man, I have trailing arm decals. Like, just look how rusty this is. Gross, right? So the spindles, all that kind of stuff are gonna have to be replaced. All the heim joints are gonna, at minimum, have to be super lubricated and worked. Shocks, presumably, I assume they're all gonna need rebuilt. Hood, if I can find a nice edge hood, I'm not against painting a hood for it. Because I do have everything to paint, including this old trusty giant badass compressor. I'm sure it won't be too hard to match this paint. It's not too crazy. Beautiful color though. It doesn't look right on camera. It looks a little different. There you go. That's closer to what I see in person. That looks weird. But for some reason, that angle looks better. So yeah, I mean, the big plan is just stuff whatever motor I have in it. I can either go 6 or 700 for now. I do not have an 800, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I don't. Unless somebody in Alaska has an 800 Vest that they wouldn't mind selling me at a reasonable price to help the build. I would like to do pipes on this. I'm not sure if I will. I might just go with stock single pipe. So honestly, I don't think I have any twin pipes that are working at Pro X currently. I had a set of SLPs, but I sold them. I had a set of CPIs, but I sold them. I have a bunch of other pipes, but they aren't for that chassis. Beautiful set of PSI twin pipes. Those I think are for like a 2000, 2001 chassis though. They'll work in the older ones as long as you change the exit. And those are Larry Rugland LRM twin pipes. Those are for like a 97, 98, 99. But I don't know. It's a big project, but I think it's 100% a savable sled. Super worth it. Pretty freaking pumped. So let me know what you guys think, man. Pro XR #2. And if you guys have anything like decals or something to kind of help the build along, feel free to reach out. Till next time, later guys.